Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. I am again with you with our 6th lecture today. I hope that you all are fine and enjoying good health while staying at your homes. I also hope that you people have done your previous lectures work very well. In the last lecture we did the reading of the poem Solitary Reaper. Along with that we did its question answers. In this lecture, we are going to do the work page of the same poem. From English B part, we will do past continuous tense, and from reader, we will do its chapter number 3. Let's move to the work page first. Dear students, you must be having your pencils and books with you so that you may write on your books with me. Here is first part, working with words. It's on your books page number 34. There is also a part on your books page number 33. That's only a discussion page and we will discuss it later. Let's come to the working with words. First part. The poet says, behold her single in the field, yon solitary highland lass. Here the question arises, what is the meaning of yon? The answer is that one there. Yon is a word from Old English poetry and we have to write its meanings, that is that one there. Similarly, words from Old English poetry are given to you and you have to write their meanings. I have solved this part here for your help. I am going to read it out. First is ye means you, yon that one there, yonder that one there, also having the same meaning. Thy means your, thine your, thou means you, year even, quoth he means said he, prithee please, art means are, nay no, nigh near, doth means does. I hope you have understood this part. It's a very easy one. Now come to the next part. That is words, sentences. We have to make meaningful sentences of these words. I have also done this part for your help. Number one is more welcome. Its meaning is किसी चीज़ का ज़्यादा वेलकमिंग होना, ज़्यादा खुश आमदीद कहना. माई फ्रेंड इज़ मोर वेलकम एट माई होम एट एनी टाइम. नेक्स्ट इज़ मेलनकली. इट्स मीनिंग इज़ सैड. द फिल्म्स ट्रेजिक एंडिंग पुट अस ऑल इन अ मेलनकली मूड. यानी फ़िल्म की ट्रेजिक एंडिंग ने हम सब को उदास मूड में कर दिया या हम सब का मूड उदास कर दिया. इज़ ओवरफ्लोइंग विद. Its meaning is full with. The stadium was overflowing with people. A very easy sentence. Number 4 is breaking the silence. A huge sheet of ice came crashing down, breaking the silence of the mountains. यानी बर्फ़ की जो एक बहुत बड़ी सारी शीट आई और उसकी क्रैशिंग जो साउंड थी उसने पहाड़ों की साइलेंस को तोड़ दिया. फेमिलियर मैटर. किसी का कोई ज़ाती पर्सनल मैटर होना. यू शुड नॉट इंटरफेयर इन आर familiar matter. Number 6 is profound. The death of her father at an early age had a profound effect on Alia. Profound meaning बहुत ज़्यादा गहरा होना. इसी तरह its meaning is आलिया के फादर की अर्ली एज पे डेथ हो जाना उसका बहुत ज़्यादा गहरा असर है आलिया पर. Plaintive meaning sad. Her plaintive words showed the sorrow that Aisha felt. यानी आयशा के अल्फाज में वो सोरो शो होती है जो उसने महसूस की हुई है. उसके प्लेंटिव वर्ड्स वो सोरो शो करते हैं. नंबर 8 इज़ अमंग द फारदेस्ट. अ कंसेप्ट ऑफ डिविनिटी कैन बी फाउंड इवन अमंग द फारदेस्ट कॉर्नर्स ऑफ द अर्थ. कंसेप्ट ऑफ डिविनिटी मीन्स खुदाई जो कंसेप्ट है या नज़रिया है वो ज़मीन के दूर दराज या हर कोने कोने में वो कंसेप्ट पाया जाता है. These were all your word sentences. Now come to the next part from the same working with words. G. Your next part is choose the correct prefix. We have to select the correct prefix from miss and is, and we have to put with these words. Number 1 is behave. Behave के साथ आपका prefix आएगा miss. Misbehave is the correct one. Disinfect, disloyal, disappear, misspent, misspelling, discourtesy, disbelieve, misgovern, disapprove, mismanage. And with trust you can use both miss and dis. Now come to the next part from the same page, that is your book's page number 34. It's from your part learning about language. There is a difference between and among. Breaking the silence of the seas among the farthest Hebrides. Something may be shared between two persons. यहाँ पे उन्होंने आपको between का यूजेज बताया है जब किसी चीज़ की डिवीजन या शेयरिंग की बात हो रही हो between two persons, देन यू पीपल विल यूज़ बिटवीन. या आपने याद रखना है जब टू पर्सनस में किसी चीज़ की डिवीजन या शेयरिंग की बात हो रही हो देन बिटवीन विल बी यूज्ड. एंड व्हेन देयर आर मोर देन टू वी से इट इज़ शेयर्ड अमंग देम. जब दो से ज़्यादा की बात हो रही हो तो वहाँ पे हमने बिटवीन नहीं बल्कि अमंग यूज़ करना है. व्हेन देयर इज़ नो डिवीजन और एलोकेशन ऑफ समथिंग, जब किसी भी डिवीजन और एलोकेशन की बात नहीं हो रही होगी अमंग पीपल और ग्रुप्स वी यूज़ बिटवीन. तो हमने बिटवीन लगाना है चाहे वो दो से ज़्यादा ही की बात हो रही हो. यू पीपल हैव टू कीप इट इन योर माइंड, जब दो से ज़्यादा की बात हो रही होगी तब अमंग यूज़ होना है डिवीजन और शेयरिंग के लिए. जब दो की बात हो रही होगी देन यू विल यूज़ बिटवीन, और जब डिवीजन और शेयरिंग की बात नहीं हो रही then you can use between even for two or more than two persons or things. We can use between even when referring to more than two persons or things. For example, the museum was shown on the map as a red dot between the 3 points of a triangle. अब यहाँ पे 3 points की बात हो रही है एंड और हमने between यूज़ किया है because there is no sharing or allocation of things between people or things. Next example is open warfare broke out between the 4 factions. इसमें भी वही रूल है 4 factions है लेकिन हमने between यूज़ किया है वो इसलिए कि कोई डिवीजन या allocation की बात नहीं हो रही. Now come to its part. Find the incorrect sentences and correct them. We have to find the incorrect sentence and correct it. First is Adil went to the playground between every lesson. This is correct. There should be no disputes between each member of the team. This is wrong. And we have to correct it. The correction is between की जगह among आ जाएगा then it will be correct. Rahil took a short break between classes. This is also correct. There was a 10-minute break between each race. This is also correct. There was no correspondence between each branch and other branches of the bank. This is also correct. So इनमें से एक ही wrong था जिसको हमने correct कर दिया. Let's move to the next part. That is between you and me. There are 2 columns. Always use the following and never use the following. We should keep in our mind that what should be used and what should not to be used. We have to use between you and me instead of between you and I. Similarly, between you and him should be used instead of between you and he. We should use between me and her instead of between I and she. We should use between us and them instead of between we and them. Now move to its part that is also correct the following. There are incorrect and correct sentences. Number 1 is between you and I think the team will lose the match. इसमें you can see I is incorrect. The correct will be between you and me. I think the team will lose the match. I नहीं आना बल्कि उसकी जगह me is the corrected one. Next one. During the past week there has been a difference of opinion between he and I. This is wrong. The correct one is during the past week there has been a difference of opinion between him and me. Third one is the debate between the teacher and I went on for an hour. I is wrong. The debate between the teacher and me went on for an hour. You can see the correct and incorrect sentences as well. Number 4 is there is really not much difference between we and them. We is incorrect and we have to use here us. There is really not much difference between us and them. I hope that you people have understood this part very well. The last one is the sweets should be shared equally between you and he. He is incorrect. The sweets should be shared equally between you and him. Him will be the corrected one. Now move to the next, that is your page number 33. I have told you earlier that it's a discussion page and we have to discuss it only for knowledge sake. It's about understanding the poetry. Here the first question is, you can see your books, write the rhyming scheme of the poem. First of all, I tell you what the rhyming scheme is. Rhyming scheme is a scheme by which there is rhythm in the poem. यानी वो स्कीम जिसकी वजह से आपको पोइम में, पोइट्री में कोई म्यूज़िकल इफ़ेक्ट या रिदम महसूस होता है. अब उसने हमें कहा है कि पोइम की राइमिंग स्कीम बताएं. सो यू कैन फाइंड आउट द राइमिंग स्कीम ऑफ द पोइम बाय मार्किंग लास्ट वर्ड ऑफ एवरी लाइन बाय अ लेटर. लेट्स सपोज आप फर्स्ट लाइन के लास्ट वर्ड को लेटर ए से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. इसी तरह सेकंड लाइन के लास्ट वर्ड को आप लेटर बी से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. सो ऑन. सेम वर्ड्स को आप सेम लेटर से रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे. इस तरह से इस पोइम की राइमिंग स्कीम बनेगी. आई एम गोइंग टू टेल यू. यू कैन ऑल्सो राइट इट ऑन योर बुक्स. ए बी C D D. Unrhymed words. There are also unrhymed words in line 3rd and 1st of verses 1 and 4. For example, field, herself, sang, work, etc. Next question is, count the number of syllables in each line of the first and second verses. Are they uniform? Are any lines shorter than the others? अब वो पॉइंट हमें क्वेश्चन हमारे लिए है, क्या सारी लाइंस में जो सिलेबल्स हैं वो सिमिलर हैं, यूनिफॉर्म हैं या नहीं हैं. देन इट्स आंसर इज़ द नंबर ऑफ सिलेबल्स आर नॉट यूनिफॉर्म. सम आर शॉर्टर दैन अदर्स. नाउ यू कैन स्किप द थर्ड क्वेश्चन. स्कैन द फॉलोइंग स्टैंजा ऑफ पोइट्री. इसको आप स्किप कर दें. नाउ कम टू द डेफिनेशन दैट इज़ इन द ग्रीन. A foot can consist of a stressed syllable with one or more unstressed syllables. यानी एक foot में unstressed और stressed syllables होते हैं. The pattern can vary and each pattern of stressed and unstressed syllables has a special name. यानी ये जो patterns हैं ये vary करते हैं और हर pattern में stressed and unstressed syllables होते हैं and they have their own specific names. For example, there are two patterns discussed here. You can see on your books. Number 1 is iambic pattern and number 2 is trochaic. अब इन दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या है वो मैं आपको एक्सप्लेन कर देती हूँ। आयाम्बिक पैटर्न में 2 सिलेबल्स जो होते हैं उसमें नंबर 1 जो है अनस्ट्रेस्ड सिलेबल होता है एंड नेक्स्ट वन इज़ स्ट्रेस्ड सिलेबल। इसी तरह ट्रोचेइक पैटर्न में फर्स्ट सिलेबल स्ट्रेस्ड होता है एंड नेक्स्ट सिलेबल अनस्ट्रेस्ड होता है। Here is a part related to these patterns. Show where the natural speech accents occur in these words. Into which foot would each most conveniently fit, the iambic foot or the trochaic foot? I am going to tell you just for your knowledge. इसमें से you can find out the iambic and trochaic foots. 100, fashion, forward, westwards, and empty. These all are iambic foots and remaining are trochaic foots. This was all your discussion. You can read it for your knowledge. Now come to the next part. Okay, here is your English B part, that is past continuous tense. Past continuous tense, in the previous lecture we did present continuous tense. In the same way today we are going to do the past continuous tense, as it is clear from the tense name that it is a tense which shows the continuity of some action which was in the past. यानी हमें माजी में किसी काम के जारी रहने का पता इस टेंस के ज़रिए चलता है. Its sign in उर्दू is, उर्दू जुमले के आखिर में रहा था, रही थी, रहे थे आता है. Helping verb. There are 2 helping verbs used in this tense, that are was and were. अब आपको ये पता है was किसके साथ यूज़ होता है, were किसके साथ यूज़ होता है. It's a sort of revision for you. Was will be used with he, she, it and any singular subject along with I. Were will be used with we, you, they and plural subject. Form of verb. Which form of verb will be used? First form plus ing will be used in this tense, like the present continuous tense. There is sentence formation. It is a sentence formation of simple sentence. We will use subject firstly, then was, were, helping verb, then first form of verb plus ing, and in the last we will use object. Here is the negative sentence formation. You can see it, and then we will write interrogative sentence formation. It's very simple. आपका was, were start में आ जाता है, वो आपका interrogative sentence formation होती है. Next, move to the examples of the same tense. First of all, move to the simple sentences. The simple sentence, for example, I am going to tell you, हम हॉकी खेल रहे थे. Its translation is we were playing hockey. अब we plural है, इसके साथ हमने क्या यूज़ किया, were. play के साथ ing आ गया, playing, और hockey object. We were playing hockey. Next example is डॉक्टर मरीज़ की नब्ज़ देख रहा था. The doctor was feeling the pulse of the patient. Here are 2 examples of negative sentences. धोबी कपड़े इस्त्री नहीं कर रहा था. The washerman was not ironing the clothes. Next example is मैं आपसे मजाक नहीं कर रहा था. I was not joking with you. Interrogative as the name is indicating that it's a क्वेश्चन फॉर्म इंट्रोगेटिव सेंटेंस, सवालिया जिसे आप उर्दू में कहते हैं. लड़के शोर क्यों कर रहे थे. वाई वर द बॉयज़ मेकिंग अ नॉइज़. एंड नेक्स्ट एग्जाम्पल इज़ क्या नसीमा अपना सबक याद कर रही थी. वॉज नसीमा लर्निंग हर लेसन. दिस वॉज ऑल योर टेंस. आई होप दैट यू पीपल हैव अंडरस्टूड इट वेरी ईजीली. नाउ मूव टू आवर नेक्स्ट पार्ट, दैट इज़ from readers chapter number 3. You have to read the chapter number 3 from readers very carefully. Your reader is David Copperfield, written by Charles Dickens. you have to read chapter number 3 very carefully and write the answers of these questions on your notebooks. I am going to read these questions. What did Miss Murdstone do at first, just after the death of David's mother? Second is, what was David's job? Third is, describe Mr. Micawber's appearance. Fourth one is, what thing made David even sadder? Fifth one is, in the end of the chapter, what did David decide to do? All these questions are very easy, and in simple language you can write their answers very easily if you have read the chapter very well. Now move to our homework for today's lecture. Learn complete exercise. You have to learn the complete exercise which I have given you. Write word sentences on your notebooks. जो word sentences हमने किए थे, you have to write those word sentences on your notebooks in a very neat handwriting. Number third homework is write past continuous tense and translate the given exercise. जो past continuous tense हमने किया है उसके rules you have to write them on your notebooks and translate this given exercise. नेक्स्ट इज़ राइट क्वेश्चन आंसर्स ऑफ रीडर ऑन नोटबुक्स. जो क्वेश्चन आंसर्स आपको मैंने रीडर के दिए हैं, यू हैव टू राइट them on your notebooks. This was all about your homework. Till our next lecture, take good care of yourself. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.